guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and welcome to another video and layout in my traveler's notebook. And this is in my favorite things notebook. And so my concept for this notebook is just to document some of my favorite things about this summer. And I'm using the Gossamer Blue Traveler's Notebook and Life Pages kits from May of 2017. This is the first Traveler's Notebook kit that they released. And so my story here is about a new recipe that we tried, and it was a recipe for a bundt cake. And then I decided that we should add strawberries and this favorite cream recipe to it as well. And so it was really, really good, really yummy. I know you guys are going to ask me for the recipe, so you can check out on my blog. I'll have those recipes for you. One of them is just an old family recipe, and the other for the cake itself is one that we adapted. My husband has egg allergies, so it's made with fewer eggs than the recipe calls for. So right now I'm creating my title, and I have to tell you that green ampersand is from a previous Life Pages kit from last year sometime. It was not included in the May kit. So in case you're wondering about that, but it is perfect here. I have my acrylic collection on my desk, and it was perfect right here for my title because I'm just going to spell out berries and cream. And so this recipe kind of redefined that title for all of us. It was really good. And so what I'm doing with my layout here is on the right hand side, I've decided to use a sheet of the patterned paper that came in the kit, and then on the left hand side where I'm working right now, I'm just using the white background and my photo with a journaling card, and then a major title. So I knew I wanted the title to stand out here. So I'm using the alphabets that came in the kit, and then this little ampersand, and I'm just adhering the ampersand with red line tape. And so there's an opportunity next to the word berries. There's an opportunity here for some embellishment, sort of to balance that ampersand. So great embellishments included chipboard accessories, wood grain arrows. Those epoxy clips are fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my photo. And typically when I'm adhering things down like that and I know I'm going to embellish around it, I don't put the adhesive all the way to the edges. And that way leave yourself some space to tuck things underneath. These are some of the die cuts that were in the kit. And so I'm just going to figure out which ones I want to use and how I want to arrange them on the layout here. Then I'm also starting to think about the right hand side and what I want to do on that side. And also I typically like to include a washi tape in the center, just to tie the two sides together and also to ease that gutter a little bit. You don't really have to do that if you're not painting, but I've come to like the look of it. So, and then I had this little washi tape is from Simple Stories, from their new summer collection, Summer Vibes, and so I added that in there. there's this little journaling card here, and I know I want to use that yellow portion of it. And then I cut it, but then I didn't adhere it down yet. So stay tuned to find out what I do with that. I'm going to just turn up the edges a little bit on this flower just to give it a little bit of dimension and help it stand off the page a little bit. And then these are the little tiny enamel dots, but they're in different shapes here. There's like a plus sign, a butterfly, triangles, and a little flower. So much fun. I'm going to just write down a little bit about how much we really liked that recipe and really enjoyed having that for a nice little dessert. It really, did I say that already? It really was good. And then another little tiny enamel dot next to the title at the top. I'm just marking here, I need to trim that paper just a little bit before I adhere it down. They're a little bit bigger than the notebook itself. So they just need a little trim. There. And then I can adhere that down. Now if you're going to sew or type on it or anything like that, you can always do that before you adhere it down, right? So that's the cool thing about adding pattern papers into your traveler's notebooks. And then here's that awesome stamp set that I love, love, love. This is probably my favorite stamp set of the year. So I'm going to use the little outline of the word happy, and I'm going to stamp it in several places around the page here. Really messy, really just random. And then I'm going to create an embellishment cluster here along this border. So you notice that I used that little yellow strip that I trimmed off the journaling card is now on the edge of the page. So it creates sort of a parentheses around this layout and ties it together, and it tells you that little yellow strip plus these little arrows, they tell you that the layout ends here. It's sort of a comfort. It's like a big hug, a graphic design hug. So this just becomes a great place for the embellishment cluster. And so the arrows, right, they help tie in some more of the colors. And the camera is just awesome. It's adorable. And never forget that you can use that little tab, that little black tab. You can use those anywhere on your page. You don't just have to use them at the top or on the edge of your page. And then I'm going to stamp around the edges a little bit more, and I think the layout is complete. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.